What's up, everybody? We got some Guns N' Roses news this morning. So the first piece of news is more a rumor than an actual news. So according to Jose Norberto Flesh, I guess he's a journalist, he had predicted a couple weeks ago, or at least reported a couple weeks ago, that for Rock in Rio, which is going to be happening in Brazil in September, Guns N' Roses are rumored to be playing the festival along with Aerosmith, Billy Idol, Bon Jovi, Lady Gaga, who's going to be one of the headliners, Maroon 5, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Canadian Shawn Mendes. Now, I've looked at a couple different articles, and they are all mentioning Guns N' Roses as a potential band to play Rock in Rio. As you guys know, Guns N' Roses have a long history with Rock in Rio. They played it back in 1991, they played it back in 2001, and then they played it back in 2011 with Axl's famous Raincoat, as you guys can see here. And it seems like every 10 years they play Rock in Rio, but this time, it's not going to be every 10 years. And if you guys look at Guns N' Roses' tour itinerary, it looks like their last show of the actual shows they've officially announced is September 8th in San Antonio, Texas, which seems like it'd be very convenient to finish off the North American tour there because it's probably one of the closer cities to Brazil. So none of this has been confirmed, but I think given Guns N' Roses' past history playing Rock in Rio and the amount of money they're probably being thrown to play it, I'm pretty sure Guns N' Roses are going to be playing Rock in Rio. And who knows, since they're already going to be in the neighborhood, maybe they'll play some more dates in South America and maybe play some places they previously hadn't had a chance to actually play. So if you guys look at the actual dates for Rock in Rio, it's the middle of September, so it seems like it does fit in with their tour itinerary. And there's actually 3 Rock in Rio festivals. There's one in Brazil, there's the one in Las Vegas, and there's the one in Portugal. And I'm guessing from the story I've seen, I'm assuming that this one's the one in Brazil. So let's move on to our next piece of news. So as you guys know, Guns N' Roses picked up a bunch of Loudwire 2016 year-end awards that were voted on by the fans. So Slash actually thanked the fans for voting him the best guitarist for the Loudwire awards, and Duff thanked the fans for voting him for best bass player. Axl hasn't officially said anything on Twitter, and as you guys know, Dizzy Reed lost out as best keyboard player, and Frank wasn't even nominated for best drummer. I'm only kidding, guys. There was no best drummer or best keyboard player category. Let's go to our next piece of news. So Guns N' Roses photographer Kat Benzova, who's been with Guns N' Roses for the last 5 or 6 tours they've been doing, they've started to put out some new media in preparation for Guns N' Roses' upcoming tour. So they have an interview backstage with Dizzy Reed. It's about a minute long. They talk about his preparation for a show, and you get to see some footage from backstage, including Dizzy Reed sitting on a couch, which is very exciting. And if you guys like funny videos, there's a really funny video that somebody made. I don't know who did it, but it's basically called Dizzy. It's basically, it refers to Dizzy Reed as a rock and roll icon. And I don't know if it's just made as a joke or somebody who actually really appreciates Dizzy's keyboard playing. But I also noticed this. Somebody posted this on the Guns N' Roses forums about the new Dizzy Reed interview that's up. So I've linked to it down below if you guys want to go check it out. Let's go into our next piece of news. So the last piece of news, keeping on the topic of Kat Benzova, is that she posted on Twitter that she got a platinum record for Guns N' Roses. So this is, I'm assuming, for Chinese Democracy. If you look closely at the photo, it looks like Axl's given her a platinum record. I really recommend you guys go follow her on social media. She's a really amazing photographer. Got some great shots on the Not in This Lifetime tour. Let's now go to our final piece of news for the day. So there was a news story talking about how Bob Weir is going to be performing with members of Guns N' Roses, the Doobie Brothers, and more. So on January 20th, Bob Weir will be appearing at the D'Angelico Guitars booth at NAMM, performing after hours at the company's VIP party with special guests. And one of those special guests is former Guns N' Roses drummer Matt Sorum, as well as Rascals' Gene Cornish, Paul III, and Doobie Brothers' Jeff Skunk Baxter and Robert Randolph. The ensemble will come together with Weir to celebrate the release of his own signature D'Angelico model. So if you guys are at NAMM, I don't know how many of you guys go to NAMM. It's a big music conference you guys can go check out. I know usually Duff is there, Matt Storm's there. Sometimes I think Slash is there. Axl I've never seen in NAMM before. And Dizzy, I'm not sure if he's there. So that does it for today's news, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, make sure you subscribe for the latest GNR news. And follow me on Twitter at Guns N' Roses Daily. I'll follow you back. And make sure you guys share my video if you like it. And hit the like button if you provided any information you maybe didn't know before. Take care.